What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a bit of a LED conversion for the dash lights and the heater core slash climate control lights. So we've got all new LEDs. These are from Super Bright LEDs. If I can zoom in, that is the website we got them from. I got around 6. They're much cheaper than Subaru, and I managed to get the original green. Hopefully it doesn't need that little cover you have on to illuminate the green, but we'll find out. As well as these are green LEDs. It does say here they are polarized, so if it doesn't work on one side you might need to twist it, because the polarity determines, you know, on each certain side. So if it doesn't work, switch it around and try it again, just in case. But it should be a pretty simple install. We'll try with the easiest stuff, which is the heater lights. We just have to put those in the little twist thing. So we'll try to do that with our hands to try not to damage the bottom part of this here. But yeah, we'll go to it now. So we just pried it out. As you can see, there are 4 clips holding it in. Push that in. There's one there, and 2 here. You just have to pry it off. I just did it slowly with my hands. Recommended to use a trim removal tool, but if you're feeling a bit risky, you can do that. As you can see, there's 4 holes here, which are just twist type. Yes, the polarity thing you might need to change it around. For this one, it's just a twist, but yes, you might run into a problem with polarity, so make sure you do that and make sure they do it one by one, and if it doesn't light up, change it around. So we're going to continue installing it. We'll put one in and see what happens. Use the screwdriver just to twist it in. As you can see, this is the one I've used. It's a Phillips head. Try to use one that is the correct size, or a Phillips head, not a flat head. This is the only one I could find that really fit in that little divot. Anyway, most importantly, this is how it looks when it's on. That is, make sure you have this is how it looks when it's on. It looks amazing. I got to do the other 3 and it will look fantastic. And then we got to move on to the dash there. So what you want to do is make sure all the bulbs are in properly. It's just a 2-prong thing. Just make sure they're aligned and twisted so they don't fall out. And I'm not even prepared. I forgot my keys. This is a big reveal. So it should hopefully, you know, look something like very anticlimactic, but should look something like that. If you ask me, that looks amazing. I can't show the before and after because these bulbs were pretty much they were fucked. Yeah, there was no saving them. I like how this lights up. Shut up, dashcam. I like really how all these light up, and it looks much better on, you know, in person. They're more of a darkish green than a lightish what the light's picking up, but yeah, they look really good. It's time to try these out, which you cannot see right now, but we'll try these out. So currently, you can't even really tell, but this is meant to be before we, you know, install the new globes here, but I think most of them, or the majority, are dying out, so you can't even see them well. They might even be the original. I know the far right side, if you can see, that's pretty much darker. That's gone out. So yeah, we'll replace it with the green LEDs and see how it turns out. It should look good. I'm trying to keep it pretty factory, so as you can see, I tried to retain the, you know, factory dash colors, and they should look pretty good once it's all in. So we'll do that next. So as you can see, there's 2 screw holes there to hold the cluster cover in. You want to get a stubby screwdriver if it ever focuses. I always have problems with things focusing on this phone, but yeah, a stubby screwdriver is really good. It, you know, lessens the chance of you damaging, and you get a bit better like straightness on it, so you're not kind of, you know, twisting it and accidentally, you know, wrecking the screw head. So be sure to use that, and then we'll move on to the next thing you have to do. So once you remove those 2 screws, all you have to do is make sure you lower the steering column, and the cover should just pull out. Be very careful, as you should know. There's 3 white screws here, which are, 3 screws to remove off the white dash. here. So remove those and the dash should come out. There will be cables attached, so don't yank it. Be very careful. If you need to undo them, I'll let you know in a second. It was basically just turn it around. I could not remove this one. This one has been really a bit of a bitch to take off. So what I did was I just left it in. Actually the plastic prong broke last time, so I'm just gonna keep it in place. It's not doing any problems there. I've taken the other ones off just to maneuver it around, and I just got to identify which ones I have to replace from the set. It might have seemed like time in the video, but damn, this really took a long time just to reverse everything because I had to do several self-tests. It just wants me to put my headlights on, which is quite annoying, but here we go. That is the look of it. Wow, they're so much brighter. They aren't the exact same from the heater core ones, but as you can see, I think here needs to be lit up, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing there because of the red line, so that's fine. I can live with that, but everything else is working. Before you couldn't even see these numbers, so that is really good. Not that I'm going to go 260, but it's great just to see the other half, and it looks pretty damn well. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, be sure to like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it, and see you in the next one. Bye.